Hello. So, this is the last day of NaNo, which, yeah, that felt like it came really, really fast this year. Yeah, not going to win. I know this. There's no avoiding it. I switched stories halfway through. I mean, I wasn't expecting to win. All I want to do is just get up to 25,000 words, because then that way it's like, okay, I switched halfway through and I wrote, half of what I was going to write. So halfway through, half of the time, half of the words, etc., etc. That's pretty much what I want. I don't know if I'm going to get that, because right now I'm at 12,000 words. I don't know why I said I don't know if I can do that. I know I can't do that. That's crazy. That's not going to happen. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, so I'm not going to win NaNo this year, and I'm not even going to hit my, my personal goal. But you know what? That's fine. Because if there's anything 2020 has taught me, is how to adapt. It's how to go with the flow, because God dang it, it is just crap out there. So if you don't learn to go with the flow, if you don't learn how to just find the silver linings, find the good, and all of that other great stuff or whatever, you'll go a little crazy. So this is me not going crazy and staying very calm and very collected and being okay with not winning NaNo this year. I'll win it next year. I won it last year. I'll win it next year. It's just this year was a little different. I've never switched stories halfway through before. So that was a little different. That was a little more than usual. But yeah. Thing is, this week, what am I going to be doing? Because this is what always happens after NaNo. I push to do a story, and then I lose interest in it. However, I haven't really lost interest in this story because I've only done it for half the time. So I'm still interested in it. So I haven't pushed it out of so far and so hard that I've lost interest in it. Because, I lose interest in things really easily. That's a problem that I have. It's, I think, part of the ADD, but I'm not sure. Anyway, point is, I lose interest really fast in things. So this time, I haven't lost interest in this story because I've only been doing it for half of the time. And also, I didn't really push and work as hard as I normally do with NaNo. I kind of slacked off, which I know is kind of it's terrible, but I did. I slacked off this year, which is another reason why I'm only at 12,000 words, and it's, the 30th. But you know what? It's fine. We adapt. We move on. We live. Whatever. We do things. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, the point is, because, no, there was no point. Was there a point? Usually there's a point. I don't think I had a point. However, this week, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to keep writing this story, but I'm going to do it at a slower pace. I'm going to take a couple of days off, even though I was slacking. But even though I was slacking, I was still pushing harder than I normally do when I write. I was writing later, and I actually had some stress issues and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of days off, and I'm going to just read and relax, and then I'm going to go back to writing, and everything goes back to normal schedule. So that's about it. I got nothing else to say, nothing else to do, and I'm about to run out of memory on my card, because I'm a professional YouTuber with subscribers and everything. Look at me. I watch out for things like that. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm running out of memory in just a couple of seconds, so I will check back in later. Okay, bye. So I am about to join the last blast, which is the last NaNo write-in that we have for my region, and I'm a little sad. Not well, a little. I don't know. I always get a little nostalgic, I guess, towards the end of NaNo each year. And then also, I really like the people that are in my group, so, you know. And I won't see them again for another year. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. It is 10 p.m. As you can tell by how red my eyes are. Look at that. I need to go to bed, but I won't for another 2 hours. Is that reasonable? No. Is it logical? No. Am I going to do it anyway? Yep. Anyway. Got to get into it because I'm actually a little late. I always run late for these. Isn't that funny? They're from my own computer in my own house where I am anyway, and I'm always late now. I don't know why. Anyway, well, this doesn't help. But generally I don't do this, so I don't know. Anyway, getting into it now. Okay. NaNo score, and this was pointless because it's blurry. It's always fucking blurry. Maybe. Anyway, 12,395 words. That's what I got up to. Not super. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Still can't read it. But yeah, that's me. That's what I got. So, it's after midnight, and I'm tired, and my makeup is tired, and my face is tired, and my eyes are tired, and everything about me is tired. Listen to my voice. My voice is tired. I'm just very tired. I didn't win. I knew that was going to happen, though. I knew I wasn't going to win. I knew this going in today. I knew this going in yesterday. I knew this going in Friday. I knew this going in pretty much the second that I decided to switch stories halfway through. So, I didn't win. I don't care. I didn't get to the goal that I set for myself to be secondary to not winning. Right now I'm too tired to care. So, there we are. Where was I? Oh yeah, it's late. I'm tired. I didn't win NaNo. NaNo is over. It's December 1st officially. 12:06, December 1st. And yeah, I think I'm ready to go to sleep now. Because I'm tired. Did I mention that I'm tired? I feel like I mentioned that at least once. If not, then I should let you know. I'm tired. Really tired. Anyway, tomorrow's a rest day. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rest tomorrow and read. Or listen to a book and do some crafting. That's what I'm going to do. I just need to pick a book out from the library. So that's what I'm going to do. I wonder if they have Dune. I've been meaning to read Dune. Huh. I'll check and see right now. I know I just said I'm tired as balls, but I don't care. Wow, that was ridiculous. I've never used that expression before. I think I just made that expression up. I don't think I've ever heard it before. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Anyway, tired. It's late. I'm going to check and see what I'm going to read tomorrow. And I'm going to do crafting tomorrow while I listen to a book. And that's it. That's my entire plan for the day because I'm tired. Did I mention that I'm tired? Because I'm tired. Anyway, so that's me. About to go sleep. Okay, good night.
Cat from the shop had diagnosed it as lethal lot 6 hangover, and that had left 6.
Alright, so yesterday I started listening to Firestarter. I love it. It is really good. I was actually kind of mad when I had to stop watching it, listening to it. It felt like a movie. It's like, you start listening to something and then you get really into it and then it starts feeling like a movie. That's pretty much what happened. So it felt like a movie by the time I was done. And I really want to get back to it. Because, yeah. Now, it has some of the issues that Stephen King novels tend to have, So, yeah, I find that kind of interesting. There's some stuff with a Native American character where I'm like, ooh, you could tell it was the 70s. Because, yeah, and then at one point, somebody was, the main character, Andy, was trying to get away with Charlie, and there was this, and they were getting really close, and they got into this taxi, and he used his push power to make the taxi driver think that he was, that the cops were looking for a black guy. And I was like, are you shitting me? But the rest of the story is good. I'm just like, seriously? Seriously? He was looking for the black guy. I was like, that was the most plausible thing you could come up with? Really? The random black guy was the criminal? Anyway, it turned out working because the guy was a racist piece of shit anyway. So I didn't feel bad when he got cheated out of his money. So whatever. But yeah, the book is really good. I'm actually liking it as much as the movie right now, and that was one of my childhood favorites. Yes, I was a weird child. Firestarter was one of my favorite movies. I also absolutely loved Empire of the Sun. Super depressing, starring Christian Bale. I highly recommend. I can't watch it now as an adult because it's too depressing and too stressful, but as a kid, I loved it. Again, I was a weird, weird kid. Book growing up was Goodnight Mr. Tom, and the thing that I took away from it was this scene where there was a character that was like all beaten up and bloodied and stuff like that. Again, I was a weird kid. That is bizarre. I'm like, I really liked the blood and the gore a lot as a child. Anyway, but back to the Firestarter. Loved the movie as a kid. I still like it as an adult. I get it better as an adult now. Which is pretty much how pretty much anything works. When you grow up and rewatch something that was made for adults to begin with, is you start understanding it better when, you know, you're an adult watching it. Anyway, so I am enjoying it as much as the movie right now, and maybe a little better, because there are parts of the movie that didn't quite make sense, having to do with Andy's powers and why he didn't use them. And in the book, it explains it a lot better, and it makes more sense. Anyway, I'm going to be listening to it some more and getting more of that freaking green and white or green and floral book done. I swear I've been working on it for the longest time, and I had no chance to work on it during NaNo. I had to get some more supplies for it because I was using something very specific. Anyway, what was I trying to say? I'm going to be listening to Firestarter some more today. And yeah, enjoy some more crafting. And also I'm doing research. That's the other thing I need to do, is research for the story that I'm writing, because I need to look up different spells and different religious ceremonies and things, because I'm mixing pagan religion along with, or practices along with Christian practices, and I'm thinking a few other religions, because I want it to feel more like it's not a specific religion, it's not a specific set of practices, it's more like everything is under one umbrella of faith or practices, or I'm not sure how to describe this. That is getting, anyway, I'll come back to that later. That thought. No, I should come back to it right now. I want it not to feel like it's one particular set of beliefs. I want it to feel more like everything comes from the same energy and the same life force and all of that. So that's pretty much what I meant. Anyway, so I am going to be doing research and reading today. It's more like listening than reading. I always feel weird saying reading when I'm going to be listening to a story. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And yeah, that's it. I don't know why I just paused like I had more to say. I don't have more to say. I've been rambling for 7 minutes now. Okay. It's not all rambling. Some of it's explaining. Anyway, whatever. Going now. Bye. Okay, so I'm heading out the house right now, and the funny thing is, I am trying to put my shoes on. They freaking won. They won. I fought my shoes and my shoes won. They pinch so bad. I haven't worn my boots in a long time, and it's winter time. Yay. Anyway, dark hallway, bad lighting. Going now. Bye. Plus, my friend's waiting. Okay. Yeah, bye. Okay. Return of the shaky cam. And it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. Wore my winter coat for no reason. Fought with my boots for no reason. Getting into the car for lots of reasons. Okay. So I have a dilemma: to donut or not to donut. This is the question.
To donut or not to donut?
Yes. Should I do a donut today or should I not do a donut today?
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Should I donuts or not to donuts?
That is the question. That and also, what is with the light today? I'm washed up. Oh, I don't look nearly as pretty as I do. Okay, I think I'm not gonna donut. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it. I don't know.
Again, to donut or
not to donut. So you know what?
You're definitely living up to the dilemma right now.
I am. It's a huge dilemma. I am working my way through it right now. All right. So let's see. If I do donut, then I should do coffee with no sugar. But that's a whole huge thing of coffee, no sugar, which I'm not opposed to. This shouldn't be this hard. Here's the deal. Besides the light, what is with the sun? Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm trying to lose weight, so part of me says no donut. But I can balance it out. I need to turn that down. What am I doing? Anyway, so I'll let you know later what I decide. Okay. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Did I get this right? I didn't mean to.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'll let you know later what I decide. So the decision was made by being cheap. I decided to opt out of the donuts. So I live donut free. Instead I got omelet bites and a hash brown. Yes, which was great because I needed to eat real breakfast and not, have a donut. So yeah. Anyway, but right now we're grabbing gas and then I'm heading home, and today is more research, and also I'm going to get some writing done and also listen to more Firestarter. That book is so much better than the movie. I thought that I would just like it as much as the movie. I like it better. Anyway, I will check back in later, and stop staring at myself in the monitor. Anyway, check back in later. Bye. About to start my research for my book, and I just wanted to show that I got these really cute blue light blocking glasses. I say I got them. I got them as a present from my mom. Thank you, Mom. Because, you know, she was like, well, because I was giving her like a list of things that I could use for Christmas, and she was like, well, there are some things that you shouldn't wait till Christmas for, and I was like, aw, thank you. So yeah, my early Christmas present, you know, and it'll cut down on the headaches, because yeah, I spend a lot of time on the computer, and then also, I look cute in glasses. I just do. Anyway, I just wanted to show these really quick and see how I looked in them, because I also didn't, you know, why use a mirror when you can use a camera? Anyway, I gotta get back to work now, although you can see in here that I took a break and I'm watching a video on YouTube. You can see that in the reflection. I can't even play. Like, I'm not about to finish watching this video, but after the video, then I'm doing my research and getting that done. Anyway, yeah, glasses don't let you lie. Anyway, let me finish this video and then get to work. Silly self was thinking, oh, I'll be done with my research today. Thinking, yesterday. My thinking was, I'll be done with my research today, and Friday I can get on with getting back into the writing. There's a lot more research that I need to do. So that's what I'm dedicating today to, is research, and more research. So yeah, I'm going to get on that any second now, like right now. So yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't need to eat lunch. I woke up late, so I had a late breakfast. I just was going off of the time, because the time says that it's time for me to eat lunch because it's noon. But I'm not hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a rest. And yeah, gonna get on to research now. Research, and more research. Yay! Actually, it was kind of interesting. I found a lot of interesting stuff, so I can't really say anything about that. I can't say shit about that, really, because it was interesting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out even more interesting stuff today. Anyway, since I can't talk, I'm going to get on my computer now. Okay. know how I was like, oh my gosh, it's all so interesting and blah, 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 blah. I've lost interest. I've lost interest. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm going to do some writing. I'll just write something else and I'll work on this some other time. Because, I don't know. I think I'm just having like a low biorhythm day, or I just am having my ADD act up. I don't know. But the point is, I don't feel like doing this anymore. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I just don't feel like doing it anymore. And I've only been at it for like 10 minutes. That's not good. The thing is that I'm not finding what I was looking for. And so that's making me very, I don't want to say annoyed. Well, maybe a little annoyed. But it's definitely making it so I'm not feeling it at the moment. So I'm going to take a break. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do some crafting and listen to more of Firestarter. That'll get me back into the mood because, yeah. And if nothing else, I'll just feel like writing anything after that because that story is so good. I don't know why that's not like on the list. Well, maybe it is on the list of Stephen King's best works, but if it's not, it should be because it's really good. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm like, there's some stuff in there where I'm going, you can tell it was the 70s because you could not write that now. And I'm just like, that is some bullshit. But it was the 70s and people weren't as enlightened back then and they weren't as culturally aware and conscious as people are now. So, can't really fault him too much for that. It's like you can't really go into something from the past and go, why don't they have the same sensibilities that I have now? I'm like, because people are going to be like that in 20 years looking back at people now. In 2040, people are going to be like, why were people just so close-minded on whatever? Or how could anyone get away with writing whatever somebody wrote now? It's like sensibilities change and people become more aware of their biases and, frankly, in this case, a bit of racism. Like, not to like, I'm not calling Stephen King racist. I'm saying that what he said was at best culturally insensitive. Because that Native American character has so many like stereotypes just woven in. I'm like, there are some things in there where it beats the stereotype, but really, Stephen, really. Then also the general uselessness of the wife. I mean, you can't always have dynamic female characters because in real life, all women are not always dynamic and, you know, on top of their shit and, you know, the ones that you look for in a problem. Okay, that's not real life. You're not always going to have that. But dang, she seems like a nice enough lady. It was a shame what happened to her. But she wasn't exactly changing the world, you know? I don't know. There are just moments in here where I'm just going, But overall, loving the story. Loving it. I am really enjoying all of the descriptions of Charlie's power. That is really good. And the pros are really good in this. And I'm just like, and it makes me go, what happened to my writing? Because my writing, I feel, used to be more prose heavy and used to have more creative prose, but it's like I kind of lost it. I don't know how. I don't know why, but I did kind of lose it a little bit. So I'm listening to this is making me kind of get it back. It's like then I should go back and reread some of my old work. That'll help too. At least to make me feel like I'm more engaged with my voice again. I feel like I kind of lost it when I was in school. So I feel like I have to kind of work to get it back. Anyway, that was long and rambling just for me to come to the conclusion that I'm done with my research for the next hour, and I'm going to listen to Firestarter and do some crafting, and that should get my juices charged up again. So yeah. Okay. gotten done is some research. Yes, I did get back to it, even though I was not feeling it. Oh my gosh, but I listened to so much of the Firestarter. I listened to so much of Firestarter, it's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I got caught up in that and crafting. And now I'm tired, and it is time for me to take off my makeup and hit the sack. or hit the hay, or I forget what the saying is. Anyway, but it's time for me to wrap things up. So, what I got done this week is a whole bunch of research. Well, a good amount of research and a moderate amount of writing. And listening to a book. Oh my gosh. Wow. This week is making me feel kind of inadequate. That's fine though. I'll make up for it next week. I think it's the whole thing with the month wrapping up that it's just leaving me kind of exhausted and everything. And it's the end of the year and the sun and seasonal and anyway, so all that's going on and I am exhausted. That's pretty much the thing to take away for this week is exhaustion. Lots of it. I don't know why, but I am. I'm tired and I'm going to take a break for the rest of the night and maybe for the weekend. I don't know yet. Oh. But yeah, I'm yawning so much, my eyes are tearing up, and it looks like I'm crying. I'm not crying. I just tear up when I yawn, and now it looks like I've just had the roughest week that anyone's ever had in their entire life. Oh. And I am ruining my makeup. Oh my gosh. Not that it matters. I'm about to take it off anyway. Anyway. So, that's what happened. Oh, wow. And it's time to stop because my eyelash has given up on me. Look at this. Look at this. My eyelash is like, fuck it. I'm done. This bitch has been going on for too long. Okay. I'll check again next week. Okay, bye.